about art. Hey,
Hi,
Gustavo.
hi, how are
Hey,
you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you doing?
Everything's nice?
Yes, wow, fantastic, fantastic. And guys, you can see already. Look at that amazing artwork in the back of Gustavo. Oh, it looks awesome. The I think the setup worked fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It looks
It's cool.
really, really great, really great. So yes, we're waiting for some people to join, but
Okay,
I
okay.
guess we can already get a little bit started. So, guys, feel free to ask any question you might have. You feel free to ask. We're here to answer your questions. I mean, we have Gustavo in the first place that can address any comments you have about the artwork, any interpretation. We'll see through the live that that's also I think an interesting topic. Yes, we are here. We say hi to all the Portuguese fans joining to the
Hi.
live. Of course, here representing. Yes, as you guys know, Gustavo is from Portugal. So yes, great. So let's get a bit started. So Gustavo, I was just mentioning that you're from Portugal. If you want to tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to be an artist, what's a bit your story?
Okay. So I'm Gustavo. I born in Portugal. Um, I started to paint like 2 years ago, and 1 year and a half. 1 year, well, 1 year. Um, but there, I always had this passion to paint and to create something. Um, I was from the since I remember when I was a little guy. I love to paint. My mother always said to me to go pursue my passion. But we when we are younger than I am. We think that we have all the possibilities and we want to explore all of them. And so I try other things. I went to science to study science, but didn't click for me. That wasn't the thing that I love to do. So since we had this COVID situation, I have to move to something that I love to embrace a bit my origins and the things that move me from inside and the things that I'm passionate about. And I started my journey to seek some meaningful times that I have when I'm creating something new. Uh, and this is my story from this last year.
Which,
In
by the way, Gustavo, I think it's interesting because it's a theme that we were touching last week in our art breakfast session with Miguel Paulin. If you haven't
Mhm.
watched it, go watch it in our Instagram live, everyone. And we were talking about the fact that sometimes you can try to hide from art in a sense, from the
Mhm.
feeling that the need to produce art, but one way or the other, it will get you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
some people, it takes longer. Some people, start immediately to do it, but you just cannot resist. It's something that comes from inside of you,
Mhm.
and you need to act on it, right? And I understand that's also how it felt for you, especially with this COVID situation.
Yeah. When you feel that art is your calling, sooner or later, this feeling will emerge, and you will have this necessity to create something, even if it's not to paint, the like sculpture, anything like creation. You have this feeling that is emerging in you. You can shut it down.
Yes, yes, it's there pushing and pushing, knocking on the door,
Yeah.
right? So you need to act on it. And so, Gustavo, how did you start out? Let's say one year ago, because of course now you can all see behind Gustavo there is one artworks that we have, by the way, included in our spring collection. It's called Bloom, and we will discuss about it later. But so what we see through your artworks, Gustavo, and I think you also were showing it you were showing it lately in your Instagram lives, that you really like to experiment, right? You were using a pine cone like the other day, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you like to experiment. So one year ago, how did you start out with in terms of technique and all?
I didn't have any technique that I so
Hmm.
because I haven't any background on painting. I feel that my imagination was freer than if I have had something.
Right.
So when I'm painting, I lose myself and try to experiment something, other technicians,
Hmm.
or other forms of putting the paint on the canvas. I like to experimenting new materials. I love textures. That was something that I've been lately discovering, that I'm very passionate about textures and movement. I love movement. When I start painting, I start just with a palette knife. That was the only thing that I love to do. To do. I didn't use brushes since like 3 months ago.
Hmm.
Have
Right.
been always at the palette knife. Um, and I love to create, to balance the painting. I am very moved to balancing the to have balance in the overall painting. Um, I I like to experiment in new colors. I love colors, and I don't have. When I started, I don't have any expectation what I will create. So I just lose myself and see what in the moment what the painting is telling me to do.
And we see that very often you tend to go towards a bit of a three-dimensionality of artworks, right? You like to have a texture, to have a
Mhm.
very present texture. How does that like what's the point of that?
I,
Does
I,
it just
I
happen? Or?
Yeah, I discovered lately that for creating something we have to have a structure. Um, we have to have systems. We have to have a form to do. So when I create something, the first thing that I do is to put in gesso. To put the first layer is always gesso. The second layer is always textures. Uh, Even if it's like sands, I like to use the natural, the not I lately use the modeling pastes to create textures, but I like to create textures with sands, with with paper. This artwork we have the textures are created with the journal paper, the paper journal. Um, and I love the three-dimensionality, like you said,
Yeah,
of
totally true. And the code
the
as well, by
words.
the way. Ashar. We had our breakfast with him as well. Go
Thanks,
check it
Arshan.
out. That's, yeah, textures are incredible. Yeah, I think we all agree with that.
Thanks.
It's it's really great. Uh-huh. Yes. And by the way, we got a question. Let me pin it. And guys, again, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Right? We're here to answer your questions. So Ashar was asking, what is the message you want to send through the artworks?
Ooh. Um,
That's a complicated topic, right,
yeah, it's a
Gustavo?
complicated question. I like to the first thing that I love to do with my artworks is to let people free their own imagination. I like to create concepts behind my artworks, but they are all my concepts, the things that I see in my works. Um, but when I present my artwork to other people, I like them to express their imagination in my works, to feel free to imagine what they can see, because I think the nowadays we have this this difficulty to feel free to imagine things. We are a lot in the moment, but not feeling free to express ourselves. And when I present my artworks, I think the people will deviate from the things, the world that we are living right now, and feel free to express themselves like they want to. This is my first and now message that I have with my paintings.
Yes. Uh-huh. By the way, Gabri now is saying that, well, you're the new Picasso. Um,
And the Gabri.
Gustavo. Well, the not the island, the peninsula, the Iberia is the same, right? So not the same country, but the same.
Yeah.
So yes, yes, and so Gustavo, yes, the meaning and the interpretation of the artwork. That's yeah, that's as we're saying, very big topic. Hi Slash, by the way, thank you for joining. Yes, it's we were also touching on this topic, right? It's always hard to understand, or for an artist to kind of take sides. There is one side of artist painters that say, okay, look, with my art, I want to communicate a very explicit message, or
Hmm.
with specific artworks, right? So we were looking at this, for example, with Miguel last week, where we were talking about a historical artwork describing historical, episodes of that were of brutality, of violence, etc.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
other side, right, is letting the viewer interpret the artworks, and these are definitely the two different types of approaches, right, which are both meaningful and in itself have a message, as you were saying, right? There's always a strong intention either to communicate one specific predefined message
Yeah,
versus leaving it open,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Yes.
When you are creating, you have you have a sense of you have to give a meaning
Yes.
to your creation. But when the creation uh, is less yours, when you are in your studio and you reveal it to the world, this message isn't the same, because anyone has their interpretation, and ultimately you want they to express their own observations on your artwork.
Right. Yes. Yes. And so, how do you, Gustavo, how do you put yourself in comparison to to other artists? Like, meaning, is there someone that you like to take inspiration from in particular? Um, or is there any reference point for you in terms of art that you take
Uh,
also inspiration from?
not really.
Okay.
I I had how can I explain it? I'm discovering my path. As long as I'm creating, I'm discovering where do this journey letting me to go. Um, I have some people, some artists that I look for, but not because the way they paint, because I truly believe that painting you have to be original to paint to go away with go along with your creations. Um, and and when you look a lot to other artists, I think you lose a bit your originality, not because you want to, but because unintentionally your subconscious will create something similar that the with the things that you see in the past. Um, but I
Right. So you're
when I
saying actually interpret, actually looking at others can end up in limiting your own creativity.
I
That's a
think
bit what
yeah,
you're
I
saying.
think even if you want or not, you it's good to look to other people to see what the other are creating, but but when you look too much time to other people and to what they are doing, you lose. I think, for my opinion, I think you lose a bit. You are limiting your own creation because
Right.
you start to think not so out of the box like the people said, and you lose a little bit your originality. But I like to see other artists um, for have my own perception how they present themselves to the community because um, I think everyone has their special way to present themselves, but I like to see what have results and what don't have, because when I create, I need the people to see it, so my message can can the way that I can spread my message. Um, if I create and nobody sees it, my message dies, and I need to see how the people react to some things, and how can I navigate this world, this art world. It's very important for me.
Which is a very complicated world, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right, it's very complicated. Lots of competition. I think is not the right word. There are definitely a lot of artists, and all of them need their attention, right? So it's very hard to follow
Yeah.
everyone. So. Gustavo, what's your relationship with social media and its importance for communicating your message then, as you were saying?
I think it's very important. I wasn't very present on social media, but I feel that in today in this situation, in COVID situation, that we haven't the galleries open, the physical way to spread our message isn't here right now. So we have to adapt, and I think social media is the way that we can spread our message effectively, and in the best way we can, and go on, go to people that when in our own environment isn't possible.
Right,
Uh,
to reach out to new people that you
yeah, yeah, yeah,
wouldn't be able to reach out to, right?
yeah, yeah. It's very important.
Yes. And is this something that you like doing or not, actually? Because I feel like a lot of artists do it because they have to, because they realize that, okay, look, if I don't put my artwork out, no one will see it, my message will
Hmm.
not go across. So they do it because they have to, but they don't have a passion for that. How do you like? Firstly, do you like actually taking care of your social media image?
Yeah,
And
yeah. I like.
you
But
like it?
I feel that I'm losing myself on the way that so I committed to myself to post every day, um, to 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 create content, to let the people see what I'm doing behind the scenes. But I think initially when I start this journey on social media, I have a lot of um fear of what the other people were think I'm putting out. And I think the people don't like to put it out. They to express their true the content that they want to put it out, because they have fear of the what other people's opinions. Um,
Right.
so when you are when you are true to yourself, and let the your imagination to create content, you lose a little bit this this thing that you have with other people, and create content that is more meaningful to other people. In
Right.
you start enjoying the process of creating content that you are. Yeah, I think that is the more important.
Right. So not to lose yourself to please others in a sense. By
Yeah,
the way,
yeah, yeah,
hi
yeah, yeah.
Martin.
Hi.
Right. To just for the sake of having to be active on
Yeah,
social
yeah,
media
yeah,
and to
yeah.
put out content. Yeah, that's
To
definitely something.
express your true message. When you express your true message, you don't have this barrier of the what other people will think of your content or not, and you will be real, and you'll be enjoying the process of creating content.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Guys, for the ones that join now, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Actually, Gustavo, I was thinking, is it possible to show the artwork even closer?
Yeah, 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 it's
Or
possible. Yeah,
yes,
I can,
yeah,
guys.
yeah, so that we show even because I think if we can see even more the details, yeah. So Gustavo, you were saying this is done with the journal paper, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Also, let's say one of the
Closely to the word artwork, we can see it like the scriptures
yes.
on the
Ah, it's
paper.
really cool, and you can really see the three-dimensionality we were talking about, and also the detail of the yeah, of the scriptures, as you were saying. Ah, it's really cool. Oh, I think we lost Gustavo. Yes, I think Gustavo is having a little bit of issue now with the connection. You guys can still hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up, please. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Gustavo, unfortunately, guys. Let's give him a second to join. But you saw the artwork up close, it's really impressive, right? I mean, also from the distance, of course, but up close you can really see all the details of yes, of the individual pieces that make up the artwork. Um, Perfect. We have Gustavo back. Okay, he's joining.
Sorry guys, sorry guys.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
fine, Gustavo. It
my
happens.
phone died. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Yes, so we were just saying, yeah, it's awesome, right, Martin? I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
just
artwork is
I
really
was
great.
saying, yeah, I was saying that on the first side we can see it all the colors behind this last layer of whites.
Hmm.
But when we observe it closely, we can see all the greens, all the reds, all the scriptures
Right,
on
coming from the
the
art, from the paper
yeah,
itself.
for coming from the paperwork. Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, Gustavo, yeah, like let's remind that it's a pretty big piece, right? I don't know if you remember the exact size, but I think it's what, 100
It's like
centimeters time.
100 centimeters to 60.
Yeah, it's pretty big as an
1
artwork
meter.
to give you.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean we could also see it right with Jew, let's say in comparison, and it is a big artwork. Yes, and so I think what's interesting is that we think so. Two things I want to mention here. So the first one is that the color from the distance it looks like a completely white artwork,
Yeah.
but in reality, it has all of these shades of color which are actually coming from the paper. So I think it's interesting to have this double representation in a sense, which is
Yeah,
just
and
natural.
if you want, I can post the fourth layer next to
Yes.
this white one is the fifth layer. Um,
Okay,
but I have a photo of the fourth layer.
that would be
All
cool.
yeah, I will post it
So
on.
actually, Gustavo, let's talk a little bit about this because I think it's interesting. So you were mentioning that we have 5 layers. So what are actually all the layers that make up the artwork?
Yeah, okay. My first layer, I have always have 1 or 2 layers of gesso to make
Right.
it impermeable, to make the canvas more strong, more rigid. This one are the 2 first layers. Next one, I will have a layer of journal, the journal layer, that the layer that I'm creating three-dimensionality.
Hmm.
Um, this layer it's done with the journal and a little bit gesso, and I had the difficulty to make this one rigid, solid, because the paper is it's flexible and it's fragile,
Of course.
and to make it durable for long years, I had to create a mixture of paper towel, uh, white white I don't know what to say, cola.
That's it, guys. Uh, so we're saying 5 layers.
Remember the name, yeah. White glue.
Okay. Yeah, Gustavo, if you can repeat, we lost you for a second.
Okay, sorry. Um, I was saying that for the third layer,
Yeah.
I have to create a mixture to make it more solid and to to have more durability. And I create a mixture with white glue, paper towel, and white gesso to
Hmm.
make it more solid. So this mixture wasn't fully fully white. It was a little bit translucent. So when I put this fourth and fifth layer, we have this white overall vision from the distance, but because they are a little bit translucent, we can see the scriptures behind. And the minute I saw it, the final result, the final that I didn't know was the final. The moment that I finished putting my fifth layer, I already knew it that was finished.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. So, guys, what do you think of the artwork? I mean, we already got some comments, right? That it's amazing. That Gabri, oh my gosh, too sick. Yes. Yeah, it's great. Hmm.
Thanks. Thanks a
It's
lot.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool, Gustavo. And maybe one final mention I will make is on the about the artwork is the title itself. Oh, okay. Another comment from Christian. Thank you. Yeah, he says he loves it. Yes. Thanks. By the way, if
Thanks.
you want to see, I mean, of course, this is not the all the amazing artwork from Gustavo. You can see both. You can see more both on our art gallery at Virtual Piazza. Well, on the Instagram profile, you can find a lot, and of course, you can see even more on Gustavo's personal page. So make sure to stay tuned and go follow us if you're not yet. Um, yes. So Gustavo, I was just mentioning that the title of the artwork is actually Bloom, right?
Mhm.
That's also one of the reasons that, again, I don't want to refer to our spring collection, but go check it out. So we inserted this artwork in our spring collection. It's Bloom, Bloom. So bloom, like
Bloom.
blooming.
Yeah,
Yes.
bloom. Yeah.
So that's also why we inserted this artwork in our
No.
okay. Okay, I got this. No speak Portuguese, but I got it. So,
No, no.
it's called Bloom, and that's also why we inserted the artwork in the spring collection. Why the title, from your perspective?
From my perspective, I think this overall whites, there are layered, um, in this last layer, né? I think they have, um, they have how can I say it? They have when I saw this work, I see the colors coming from behind these whites, and I think the way that I think they are appearing on this artwork was they are popping off this white. Or say when I say popping off, I say blooming. They are blooming from behind these whites. They are appearing to this to the world. They are revealing the colors they
They
have
come
from
through, right?
inside.
In a
Yeah, from
sense.
inside.
Yes.
Yeah, and
So they're blooming
that's
through.
yeah, that's the way that I saw it, and the way that I think that I think they will call I will call this artwork blooming because of that.
Yes, and actually that was also our interpretation, seeing this very, let's say, concrete and let's say tangible,
Yeah.
touchable
It,
pieces coming through as the
And when
screens.
when you observe when you observe this one closely, I see the I see when I see this fluid marks on the paper. I see leaves.
Exactly.
I see leaves with leaves. um Leaves have a motion with the wind.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I have this notion.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's also how we saw it actually. Yeah, so glad we
Nice.
interpreted the right way.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes, really. Yeah, like coming through, like a garden where you have the flowers coming through, exactly, and being in motion. So, okay, that's great. So, guys, if you have any final point, any final comment you want to mention, um, otherwise, I think we covered a lot of topics. So, just to recap, we were talking about how Gustavo got to become an artist. I always want to be an artist, but recently with this COVID situation, he managed to finally follow his passion and start producing artworks intensely and with great results, as we can see here. We were talking specifically about this artwork titled Bloom, okay, like blooming of flowers, for example. With a bit of a connection to the theme of spring, and which is also present in the colors. From far away, you can see that it seems like a white piece, but in reality, there are multiple layers with colors coming through. So up close, when Gustavo was showing us, you can see, the blue, the yellow, the red, for example.
Uh,
And by the way, we got a question, Gustavo. So, because yeah, it's a good point. We didn't mention that. How long did it actually take you to create this piece?
oh, this
So, Martin,
piece.
good question, Martin.
Yeah, this thanks. This piece I take 3 weeks to do it.
3 weeks. So you're
Three.
also an artist that likes, to do and to kind of work in phases on the on
Yeah,
the
I
on the
like to
artwork.
work in phases, and I like for from now I like to work it all the way down. I don't work like two pieces at the same time. I like
Yeah.
to start a painting or an artwork, and I like to go it all the way to the finish line. I have two paintings that I can't do it because I don't have the right I didn't feel it yet, uh, and I realized that I need to start other things to make my creativity fresh.
Yeah.
But normally I like to start a painting and go with it all the way to the finish. when I feel that that is finished. This one I was working on it like 3 weeks, straight 3 weeks, 3 weeks
3 weeks of full
yeah,
work.
all
Wow.
days, three
And all
weeks,
nights.
yeah,
It's
working
wow.
all day,
And
all
we
the
got
day.
another comment also from Cramero. Emil,
Yeah,
impressive.
thanks.
Yes, it really is. It's really impressive artwork.
I can show it a little bit closer.
Yes, again a bit closer. That's really cool. Yeah, you really can tell the paper apart from the various
You can see the
pieces in there.
colors.
Yes, exactly. You can really see the colors. So guys, you can see it looks great, the artwork from far and from close. So what better piece for your walls in your house? I don't know. So go grab it now at Virtual Piazza.
Go grab it.
That's really great. We have it up for sale, so you can make it yours. Wow, fantastic.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Perfect. So, Gustavo, I think we can call it the live. We cover a lot of topics, and Christian, yes, very proud of you,
Yeah.
Gustavo. So, yes,
Thanks,
really impressive
my
work.
brother.
I mean, Gustavo, you've been putting out a lot of great artworks. Again, go follow
Thanks a
Gustavo
lot.
on his Instagram page. Yeah, because he's really working like creating a lot of pieces. If you like, I would say also if you like, I don't want like if you like monochromatic pieces, especially, I think Gustavo has a lot
Cornero
of.
has a question.
Oh yeah,
The,
actually, what was it made of again? Okay,
the,
so Gustavo, if you want to mention.
this piece was created of paper journal.
Yeah. So actually, pieces of paper put together, right?
Yeah,
That you mixed with. I don't remember the material you
mixed.
used.
I mixed up with white glue, white gesso, and paper towel
Right. Put
to
it
make it
together and then
rigid,
compose.
and more durable.
Yes.
Yeah,
And as we said, it's 5 layers actually, the
yeah,
artwork, one on top of each other.
yeah.
That's
It is.
yeah. And 3 weeks to make, of course, because
Yeah,
well,
3 weeks.
it's
Yeah.
a long process.
But three enjoyable weeks. Three,
Yes, I'm sure.
three
Yes.
really good weeks. Yeah.
Uh, Great. Okay, fantastic,
Thanks for
guys.
the opportunity, Andre.
Oh, thank you, Gustavo. Thank you for
I really
answering the
enjoyed it.
question. And yeah, we too hope you guys enjoyed as well, getting to hear about the artwork from the artist. As I said, there is a lot more to be covered, and we will make sure to cover other artworks. So every Saturday you can find us live with some great artists. So follow us, follow Virtual Piazza, follow Gustavo Vicino Art, and well, speak soon. Thank you, everyone.
Speak to you soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.